difference. In today's economics video, we will study about broad sectors of Indian economy. So let's move to the first slide. So now Indian economy is divided into three main sectors. So that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Now primary sector is a sector where the products are made out of raw materials and the raw material is available from the nature. So we have natural raw materials. So the products and activities which are carried out under primary sector, for those products and activities natural raw material is used which is given by the nature. So now comes the secondary sector. The products which are made out of primary sector is used as raw materials in secondary sector. Okay. Now example, tomato, the production of tomato is done by one of the farmer and an industry is set up of tomato ketchup. So the tomatoes which come from the primary sector is used as raw materials in the industry to make ketchups. So this is how the products of primary sector is used as raw materials by the secondary sector. Then comes the tertiary sector. It is also known as service sector. So all of the services, all of the activities which are performed under services like banking and transportation. So these all services comes under tertiary sector. Primary sector is also called as agriculture sector. Secondary sector is also called as industrialist sector and tertiary sector is also called as service sector. So these are the basic sectors which you have learned in your academics, that is in 6th and 7th standard. So I'm not paying or accentuating more on these three sectors. Here are other two sectors, or we can say that they are newly added, and they are quaternary sector and quinary sector. Now under quaternary sector, we will see what is it. This sector consists of intellectual knowledge based abilities, research and development. So now whatever intellectual and knowledge based services or activities are there, it will come under quaternary sector. Example, research and development, consultancy, IT, that is information technology, etc. Then comes the quinary sector. Now this sector includes highest level of decision making, okay, and that includes government, media, universities, etc. So now question, now these two are newly added, so you have to pay focus, you have to be attentive while reading out or learning these two basic sectors. Now see, question can come that universities, okay, universities comes under which sector, and they can give you tertiary sector, quaternary sector, quinary sector, secondary sector as the options. Then you have to mark the exact option, that is quinary sector. Hope so all the five sectors are clear to everyone. There are three main sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary, and two added one, that is quinary and quinary. Okay, so now we here come to the 5-year plans. Now 5-year plans is actually a planning system in India which was adopted from Russia. So what happens in a 5-year plan is like, in the first year of plan, in the first year you plan each and everything what you are going to do in next coming 5 years. So that is called as 5-year plan. So under 5-year plan there are also two terms you need to understand. One is annual plan and next is rolling plan. So what happens is, like, when there is certain type of disturbance in the economy and the nation, then you cannot actually anticipate anything and you cannot plan for more 5 years. So here you do planning for one year, and that is called as annual plan, and then it is called as rolling plan. Now you don't know that the disturbance will last long for 2 years or 3 years. So when you plan for 2 to 3 years, then it is called as rolling plan. Okay, so we'll move to the 5-year plans. There are 12 5-year plans in India. We'll see the first one. First 5-year plan was from 1951 to 56. It is also called as Harod Domar model. It focused on agricultural sector and it was a success. Okay, so you have to be conscious and clear about the names which are given to each and every 5-year plans. Now this is called as Harod Domar model. So question can come that which of the 5-year plan is called as Domar model. So they can give you option first, second, third, fourth. Okay. So now we'll come to the second 5-year plan. It's from 1956 to 61. It is called as Nehru Mahabolis plan, and they focused on rapid industrialization. I'm so sorry. They focused on rapid industrialization. So under this plan, the power plants were installed. They were Durgapur, which was from UK, Bhilai, which was from USSR, and Rourkela, which was from Germany. These were steel plants which were set up. I said power plants, but they were steel plants. So second 5-year plan is called as Nehru Mahabolis plan. Now we'll go to next slide, and this is third 5-year plan, which was from 1961 to 1966. It is also called as Gadgil Yojana. Okay, it is also called as Gadgil Yojana, and their focus was on to make India self-reliant and self-generating economy. Now, self-reliant and self-generating economy means they were focusing on agricultural produce, so that India should be a self-sufficient country. Okay, now then after third year plan in 1965 there was Indo-Pakistan war, so there was disturbance in the country, so they went for an annual plan, that is from 66 to 67, 67 to 68, that is 1967, then 1968 to 1969. So three annual plans were made because of Indo-Pakistan wars 1965. So government decided to devaluate rupee with the view of increase exports. So here was the first devaluation of rupee made in accordance with the in respect of dollar. Okay, so please keep this in mind. They can ask you that first devaluation of rupee was made in, or was made under which annual plan. Okay, now see for the fourth year plan, it's from 1969 to 74. It is also called as Ashok Rudra Mane model. Focus was on growth, stability, and self-reliance. First 2 year of the plan was success with the record of food grain because of Green Revolution. Now see, it's actually a 5-year plan, but out of this only first 2 years was a success. Last 3 years was not a success. Now first 2 years of the plan was success because of Green Revolution. Okay, so now they can ask you that in which model or in which plan Green Revolution was introduced, and it is fourth 5-year plan. Now we'll come to fifth 5-year plan. Now it was planned by C. Subramaniam. C. Subramaniam is one of the efficient and noble economist of India. It was so he planned the 5-year plan, fifth 5-year plan, and they focused on economic growth and to tackle poverty. The 20-point program was launched. Now 20-point program means they launched a program under which there was 20 points to tackle poverty and to focus and boost economic growth. Now came the rolling plan for 79 to 80. Okay, so it is also called as Gunnar model, and they focused on employment. Now C for sixth 5-year plan. So they focused on good management, efficiency, monitoring of various schemes, success. It was a success. Now we'll go for seventh 5-year plan. Seventh 5-year plan was for the liberalization of Indian economy and average annual growth. Now see, people for fourth, 5, 6, 7th, these plans are not that much important, but you have to look for the keywords on which of the topics they focused on, like liberalization of Indian economy. Then comes the annual plan. Eighth 5-year plan is very important because you can see Rao Manmohan Singh model. So we have LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. This LPG model was established or was set up under 8th 5-year plan, that is in 1991. So this is important. So here you can see its LPG model was set up. The ninth 5-year plan, it was from 97 to 2002. PDS system, that is public distribution system, that is giving people who lie below poverty line, giving them food grains at very cheap prices. Okay, and then empowerment of women. Then comes the 10th five-year plan, that is reduction in gender gap in literacy and wage rates, increased domestic savings. So these were the areas of focus. Now 11th five-year plan, they talked about increase in sex ratio and growth in agricultural sector. So this was their target. And for 12th five-year plan, actually they set up a theme which talks about faster, sustainable and more inclusive growth. So these are the five-year plans of India. There are total 12 five-year plans of India, which was adopted by Jawaharlal Nehru from Russia. The concept of five-year plan was adopted from Russia. So after 12th five-year plan, this system of planning was uh, was after 12th five-year plan, government stopped using this five-year planning commission system and they bought up Niti Aayog. Okay, so now the five-year planning process was stopped by the government and new planning committee was established, and that was Niti Aayog. Okay, so here comes all about the five-year plans and Indian economy. This is all basic things. Then we will see further many videos regarding economics.